Carabio. I work with Landmark Title as a business development manager. Patty was also one of the sponsors as well, but she could not make it today due to a family emergency. So, but she also says welcome. But real quick, we just wanted to let you guys know that Landmark Title's escrow team has been doing great customer service for over 40 plus years. We got amazing marketing tools. If you ever interested, we basically do it all from brochures to postcards to JPEGs to door hangers, you name it. We got an in-house design team and working with Patty to give you some great ideas to grow your business. And we would love to work with you. I'm gonna go ahead and put our information in the chat box if you wanted to reach out. And I'm going to, and oh, by the way, I just wanted to say this real quick. Ron Tolson is a man with many talents. And if you're not working or don't know him and want to work with him, I definitely highly recommend it because I'm learning from him myself. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Wendy.
Good morning. Hey, I wanted to let everyone know that we have a construction product, a new construction product. So I know a lot of home buyers are looking at new homes because it's hard to get your offer on some of these other resale homes, but we do offer a new construction loan that starts on year 2, so years 2 through 5. So it's a 4-year plan. It works out to be like $137 a year. And so if they wanted to add like washer, dryer, kitchen, refrigerator, it would be the $100 just to add that. So it wouldn't be $100 for each year. So it's an amazing deal. If you want any more information on it, please reach out, and I'll leave my information in the chat section. But enjoy this wonderful class that Ron is going to teach. I've been through it myself, and I would love to stay on it today, but I'm going to have to jump off. I'm doing a little 2-timing today. So, but thank you all for coming and enjoy.
Thank you, Wendy. You want to go ahead and Ron?
Absolutely. Hey, welcome everybody. It's so good to have the opportunity to share many of the things that I have learned over the years. My name is Ron Tolson. I am directly responsible for marketing and business development with the Versalino team at Goldwater Bank Mortgage Division. We specialize in obviously VA loans, but also many other types of loans. We too, Wendy, have a construction to perm product that is a single close. So if you are working with any clients right now that are in the process of wanting to look for a home and want to do a construction to perm loan, we have that product available for you. Jumbo loans, anything that you can imagine, we can work really hard to make sure that your clients are taken care of. We also, it is our goal as a team to provide value to the marketplace. And we love partnering with our real estate agents and also with our title agents, specifically Michael and Patty right now. We're excited to partner with them and make sure that you guys have everything that you need for the marketplace. So I want to share with you, I want to jump right in actually and share with you the D.I.S.C workshop, Discovering Your Personality DNA, the Realtor Edition. Many of you have probably taken this or have heard about this at one time or another in regards to personal development. And today I'm going to be sharing this from the professional development angle so that you can work on your business. It's important that we provide value to you so that you can do everything that you need to do to build your business. So again, my name is Ron Tolson. As Jimmy likes to say, Jimmy Versalino is our producing branch manager. He likes to tell everybody that I am the director of first impressions. What that means is I go out of my way and do anything I need to do to make sure that our families feel special, that they feel loved on, and it's one of my goals to get them laughing within the first 5 minutes of any interaction with them, and almost always I do a pretty good job on that. I'm also a social media strategist, and as you probably are aware by now, I'm a certified D.I.S.C motivator and EQ presenter. I am with the Life Impact Tribe of Coaches. I've been doing coaching now for about 4.5 years. I'm actually working on my 5th year now. In addition to that, I'm a public speaker and vocalist. I came to Arizona from Nashville, Tennessee, where I actually was privileged for many years to travel the world and sing background vocals. I did background vocals for Sister Sledge, some other cool gangs and music people that was pretty exciting opportunity in my life early on in my 20s. So that was pretty fun. Here's our team. Obviously, I want to introduce you to Jimmy Versalino. He is our producing branch manager. Many of you may have heard about him. Jimmy is in the top 1% of VA loan originators in the United States. Those of you who are in the West Valley, we do a lot of business in the West Valley, taking care of our veteran and active duty service members. It's exciting for us. We also have Michael Carabio, who is our pipeline manager. Mike is my buddy. I love when Mike comes in the office every day. We get to visit. We get to talk about life, and it's a pleasure to work with him. Brian Coakley is our pre-qualification specialist. Both of these gentlemen are also loan originators. Brian ensures that our families can go out shopping for homes with confidence. That's why we certify their pre-qualification letters ahead of time so that there are no surprises when it comes to the closing table and a purchase transaction, right? And then, of course, the people that make our business what it is today is all of you, our trusted real estate partners. We want to let you know that we are available to you at any time. If you have clients or anybody that needs to get pre-qualified quickly, all you have to do is pick up the phone and call one of us, and we'll get that process started quickly, all right? So let's talk about the D.I.S.C assessment, the D.I.S.C profile. I want to let you know what D.I.S.C is, right? The D.I.S.C is a behavioral personality profile. And basically, it's a window into our soul, right? It's not everything that we are. It's not the totality of who we are any more than a window is the totality of a house. I bet you can imagine, obviously, I'm going to use the analogy of a home, since that is what all of us do. We help people get into homes, right? So the D.I.S.C assessment is a way of seeing ourselves in relationship to others. It helps us understand us and helps us understand the clients and the team members that we're all working with. D.I.S.C is how we communicate and how we receive communication. Just like a window, it defines how we see the world and how the world sees us. I'm always love getting to use this program for training. So D.I.S.C is a personal development or a personal growth tool. And we all know that any of us who have been through any kind of coaching whatsoever understand that personal growth has to be planned, right? Growth, we can all agree that growth is absolutely not an automatic thing. It does not come with experience. It doesn't come by just gathering information. Any of us can gather a bunch of information, but if we don't apply that information, then nothing changes for us, right? So applied information is what brings transformation to our lives and to our businesses. And like I just said, being informed is not at all the same as being transformed. And I don't know about you, but I certainly want my business and my experience in this business to be transformed, and that comes from utilizing the tools that we have all been given across many different platforms. And the truth is that we all must create a plan and follow it. If you are looking for help in creating a plan to take your business to the next level, I'd be happy to partner with you. The Versalino team would be happy to partner with you. Michael and Sarah and Patty would be happy to partner with you to help you do whatever needs to be done to get your business booming and taking it to the next level. All right? Awesome. Now, I'm curious to know, do you guys have the ability to communicate back with me, or is this more of a session where I'm just training you?
Um, they do have the option. I know
Okay.
a lot of them are on mute, so I guess that's up to them if if they wanted
Awesome.
to.
Yeah, they can unmute themselves at their leisure.
Perfect. All right. Well, we'll jump in, and if you have any questions, feel free to stop me. I'd love to answer anything for you as we go on. There's a favorite quote that I have by Lance Wallnau that says, "The more self-awareness we walk in, the more wisdom, or the more self-awareness that we have, the more wisdom that we will walk in." Basically, what that says is the more we know about ourselves, the more we will know how to interact with others. And Lance Wallnau quoted that, and he's one of my favorite writers. You should check him out sometime. Google him, Pinterest him. He's all over the internet. All right. So let's talk about a little bit more about DISC, right? Understanding others and understanding ourselves creates access. The more we know about ourselves and the more we know about other people, the more effective that we will be in relating to them, right? This is coaching 101. And this is kind of the basic foundation of being able to coach ourselves, right? So I want to talk to us that personality is that peculiar, incalculable thing that is meant when we speak of ourselves as distinct from everyone else. My computer just slowed down. There we go. Our personality is too big for all of us to grasp, right? So how many would say that, you have a big personality? Ron does. Ron has a big personality. Michael definitely has a big personality, right? Just watch his Instagram. Sarah has I know Sarah has a big personality. She was in recruiting years ago. So you have to, right? So I think that's awesome, right? And where'd my mouse go? My mouse has disappeared. There we go. All right. So what does DISC do for us as real estate agents and those who are in the title and mortgage industry? DISC allows real estate agents and brokers to be strategic in their interactions with clients. How would your business transform if you went into the next meeting or the next interaction with your clients and your partners, being strategic in how you deliver information to them and how you understand them and get information from them? So DISC is going to do this. The camera is right in front of my notes. There we go. DISC assists you, all of us, in knowing when to push for a sale and when to back away. That's really important to know. Obviously, when you're talking about home sales, you're not really talking about pushing anybody into a purchase decision, but you also want to know when to give enough information and when to not overwhelm someone with information, especially when it comes to a home purchase. And I'll share some insight into that in just a few minutes. DISC provides insights as to how clients are motivated, right? This is like the secret sauce to being able to perform at a 5-star ability with any of your clients is when you learn what motivates them, you can deliver on everything that they're wanting. And then finally, DISC will equip you with tools for building trust and closing the deal. This is the one thing I love about DISC, because it helps us to develop trust with our clients. And we know that in the age of Google reviews, if there's anything that we should be developing with anybody we come across, it's trust, right? If we develop trust with all of our clients, we can guarantee we're going to be seeing those 5-star reviews come out like crazy, right? So that's what we do. So DISC, again, here are some ways that we can understand our behaviors with DISC. So DISC is split into 4 quadrants. Your first one is your D personalities, high D personalities. D stands for dominant, right? I know a few people on this call who are D personalities, and they're shaking their head. Yes, they know what D means. It's dominant, right? So Ds are dominant. They are direct. You don't have to second guess with the D personality. They're going to come right at you. They're not afraid of confrontation. They're all up in your business, and they are very direct people. They are powerful people. So quick question for you, just a quick little fun quiz here. Who do you think, as far as celebrities go, would be a high D personality? Kind of helps you figure out who some of these people might be and how they relate to our personalities. Who would be a high D personality in modern day celebrity world right now? Anybody know? You want some high Ds? You want to hear some high Ds? Donald Trump, our president, is a high D personality. That's a no-brainer in my mind, right? He's also in real estate, right? Margaret Thatcher is a very famous high D personality. She had to be to do what she did in her life, right? Robert De Niro, and then also Michael Jordan is a high D personality. I thought that was fascinating. Michael Jordan is a very successful businessman. So that kind of gives you an idea of who high D personalities would be. And then you have your I personalities. I stands for influencing. People who are high I personalities are influencers. They're popular, which I think, Sarah, you're probably a high DI, I would imagine, because most of us are a blend. And just by interacting with you these few short minutes, I mean, you smile all the time. So that's totally a high I personality trait, right? And then high I personalities are charmers. Some very famous high I personalities. One of my favorites is Will Smith, right? He's a high I personality. Jim Carrey is a high I personality. President Clinton is a high I personality. Robin Williams, who is my all-time favorite high I personality. You have Liza Minnelli. Some of you may not know who that is. You're probably a little young for that. And then, of course, Steve Martin. He's a high I personality, right? Yours truly, high I personality, right? Show me where the party is and I'll be there. That's Ron for you. That's a high I personality. Then you have your high S personalities, right? S personalities are steady. They're peaceful people, right? They're slow paced. By the way, slow paced is not a negative connotation towards anybody. We all need people who are slow paced in our lives because they will see things that I personalities will not catch, right? Some very famous high S personalities is soccer player David Beckham, right? That's pretty cool to know. Mother Teresa is a high S personality. Go figure, right? Peaceful. I don't think of anyone else when I think of peaceful. I always think of Mother Teresa, right? Gandhi, one of the most beautiful women in the world, Halle Berry, right, is a high S personality. And of course, one of my favorites, Jimmy Fallon, is a high S personality, which kind of surprised me, basically. And then you have your high C personalities. High Cs are conscientious, right? They're people who like perfection. High C personalities are organized people. I will tell you that that is not me, right? I'm organized because I need to be, but it has not come natural for me. It's taken a lot of work in order to get organized because I like spontaneity, which is a character of a high I personality. I like to have fun. I'm gregarious. In fact, I was born gregarious. I have a twin sister, so I was born to be around people, right? So that's just how that works. Some very famous high C personalities. I think you guys will probably get this one pretty easy. Bill Gates is a high C personality. I think you would have to be to attain the level of wealth that that man has, right? He is an incredibly organized individual. Albert Einstein was a high C personality. Of course he is, right? He's a brain. Richard Nixon, Kevin Costner, or Clint Eastwood, all of those are high C personalities. All right. So how do we understand these personalities? What are some ways that we can understand our own behaviors if some of us are any of these, right? We're all one of these at least. The powerful D. If you want to think of high D personalities, think of the word powerful. High D personalities are powerful people. They're decisive. They can make a decision on a whim. They're in charge people. I love this about high D personalities. They're strong-willed people. How many of you have strong-willed children? Chances are they are a high D personality, right? They're goal-oriented. I love goals. I have a vision board at my home that on January 1st of every year, that vision board changes out, and I make sure that I have focus and I have vision for the year that is ahead of me. And it's been great. 2020, believe it or not, as hard as it's been, I have almost knocked out all of my goals except one. And I don't foresee that one happening this year. So it's going to have to move to next year. And that's okay. That's all right with goals, right? We can be flexible. Powerful D personalities are extroverted, right? They love the crowd. In fact, they absorb so much energy from being around people and being extroverted. They're optimistic. This is a healthy D personality, very optimistic. You can imagine that if we were in a full day seminar, we would be talking about what are the common pitfalls for D personalities. Well, you basically look at this information and whatever's opposite is a pitfall for that personality, right? They're outspoken. Go figure. Look at our president. He's a very outspoken Twitter guy. And so you can imagine that he is basically moving on his high D personality. Look at the high I personalities. High Is, we use the word popular, right? You have the powerful Ds. Now you have the popular Is. Remember, high I personalities have, they're appealing in their personality. They're creative and they're colorful. I love being creative. Sarah, are you a creative person? Right? You'd have to be. Michael's a creative person. You have to be in our business, right? Those of you who are helping families find their homes right now, I imagine that you're doing a lot of creative and colorful things right now in order to look for your business and work on your business. High I personalities, popular I personalities, they love spontaneous activity. That is this guy right here. I love spontaneity. I love, even in our office, we have this culture, this spontaneous culture from time to time. And it's exciting. It keeps us all energized, right? And this is how we receive energy. Popular I personalities are extroverted. Again, they are also optimistic. That's why high Ds and Is are perfect blends. A lot of times you will find a lot of Ds and Is who are blended very well because they have a lot of the same qualities. Again, popular Is are outspoken people. The S behavior, right? They're peaceful. We love peaceful S's. The S behavior assessment, they're calm, they're cool and collected, even under pressure. They are some of the most calm, cool, and collected people. I will tell you that our business partner, Michael Carabio, in my office is probably an S personality. I don't know this for sure, but he is one of the most calm, cool, and collected people I have ever known. He can take a client that feels anxious or overwhelmed and calm them down in seconds with just his voice alone. It's pretty amazing. They're peaceful and they're agreeable in their personality styles. The peaceful S's, they're great under pressure. Again, this is our business partner, Michael Carabio. He's incredible under pressure. He performs so well. They have a dry sense of humor. That's a high S personality for you. And if you like to laugh, a lot of times another good, strong blend is a high IS personality. They're introverted most of the time, and they're pessimistic as a rule. Now, I will tell you, this does not always mean this is 100% all into that, because I know a lot of peaceful S's that are optimistic and that are extroverted. But this, as a rule, you will see your peaceful S's as introverts and pessimists, right? And then we have our high C personalities. They are perfect, right? If you want to think about a word that goes with the high C, is you're looking at the word perfect here. They're very serious people, and they're very purposeful. It is hard to get a C off of purpose. Once they know what their purpose is, they are all in, okay? They're very sensitive to others, right? They can read the room quicker than anybody else can. It's very strong characteristics of a perfect C. They're schedule oriented. How many of you are schedule oriented people? Okay, I see that. Yeah, they're very schedule oriented. They're very faithful and devoted. If you want to think of the word loyal when you think of a C personality, loyalty is a strong point to them, all right? And of course, we know that they are analytical. Think of Bill Gates, one of the most analytical people of our day. Think of Albert Einstein, who was incredibly analytical, which is why we are still studying his science today, right? So those are just some ways that we can understand our behavior. And when we understand us, again, we are able to understand the people that we are serving, okay? So let's talk about the powerful D in a little bit more detail, all right? The powerful D personalities, when you are working with a high D, remember, they have one thing in mind: results. Results, results, results for a high D personality. They don't like to get locked up on details. They don't want a whole lot of information. Results are what matter most to our high D clients, all right? The high D prefers to act quickly and decisively. And they're going to want an agent who is able to move forward with requests as quickly as possible. High D personalities are not the most patient people, all right? So they want results and they want them now, all right? That's really important to understand with our high D personalities. The high D has a tendency to be demanding, and they're going to expect their real estate agent to be available to them immediately. Don't keep a high D waiting, and don't ramble. One of the things that has really helped me to understand how to communicate with high D personalities is hit them with bullet points. Even if it's in the email, do a bullet point. If they want additional information, they'll follow up with questions. One of the things that can help you with the high D personality is high D personalities are always asking what questions, right? What's the bottom line? And then something that Jimmy taught me is the WWIF. What's in it for me? That's what a D wants to know. What is in it for me? They want to be fulfilled in what you're doing for them, all right? So fulfilling what they want is very important to a high D personality. The high D doesn't like to waste time. They want results. They want to move quickly, and they're very decisively. And so doing that and providing that will help you to relate to them in a way that they're, by the end of your interaction with them, by the time you close the transaction, they're going to be ready to give you that 5-star review on Google, all right? And when dealing with a D, agent should be confident, all right? If you go into your interaction with a high D and you don't feel confident, they will question everything that you're doing for them. So, fake that confidence if you have to until you have it, right? Awesome. Let's look at the popular I personality. The high I, the high influencer, is going to want to build a friendly relationship with an agent. I love to build friendships and relationships with our clients. It's one of my strong points. It's what I do well. I know I do it well, and I have fun doing it. I told you earlier in the call that I work really hard in the beginning of my interaction with any of our families to get them laughing. I can tell within the first couple of minutes if I can get them to laugh or not. And getting them to laugh will help win trust with you, all right? The high I personalities is going to work with an agent that he or she instinctively likes. High I personalities use their gut for almost everything. They go with their gut instinct, and it's usually right, all right? Agents who are going to work with high I clients should present themselves as friendly. You should present yourself as outgoing, creative, and fun, right? This is going to work to your advantage. High I personalities like to have fun. And if you show them that you like to have fun also, you will have a client for life. I promise you. When you're dealing with a high I personality, agents should try to make meetings pleasant and conversational, right? They want to visit. I heard Michael last week, or was it the week before, on Instagram talking about the word Ford, right? When you get interaction with them, high I's love the acronym of Ford: family, occupation, recreation, and dreams, right? Think of those things and have a conversation with them about that. In addition to that, you should be careful not to present too many overwhelming details. Again, like the high D personalities, high I's are not detail-oriented people. They want what's fun about what's about to happen, right? They like the fun of going to look at homes. They love the fun of the late night Zillow searches on their phone, and then they're going to blow you up with listings tomorrow, and you're going to tell them, yeah, 74 of the 75 listings you sent me last night are already under contract or sold 4 months ago, right? That's a high I personality. They are all night on their Zillow looking for homes that could work for them, all right? And they're dreamers. I love high I personalities because we like to dream, right? Now let's look at your high peaceful S's, all right? Don't push the S. I promise, don't push them. They are very resistant to change, and real estate transactions can and will be a big stressor for high S personalities. It's just how they work. The high S is going to look for an agent who is loyal. They're going to look for someone that they can trust. Again, this personality also looks from their gut instinct, and they're going to look for someone who is agreeable with them. Those of you who are helping couples look for homes right now, and you might have a husband who is a high D and a wife who is a high S, you're gonna be working a little bit overtime there, because the D and the S are oftentimes opposite of one another. I would say go with the wife, right? Go with the wife and see what she likes. An S personality will appreciate an agent who is able to clearly define each individual's goals, responsibilities, and their roles throughout the process. I will tell you, we usually figure out with our team who is an S personality because they'll ask about our structure in our office. They want to know who on the team is responsible for what and how will they be communicating with them. That always tells me we have an S personality here, so we need to change how we're communicating with them so that they feel comfortable in our interactions, all right? And then your peaceful S's, when you're working with an S, the agents or all of us should be careful not to be too pushy, too confrontational, or too aggressive. I will tell you that with S personalities, when we become too pushy, confrontational, or aggressive, they will control the situation with not giving you answers. All right? They will shut down on you quickly. So when you know that they're shutting down, you can almost guarantee you're working with an S style personality. And then we have our perfect C's. Oh, did I tell you, for perfect S personalities, they ask how questions. How are we going to do this, right? How does this impact my family? They want to know the how of everything. Your perfect C personalities, they appreciate a real estate agent that is organized, one that is prepared, and one that is detail-oriented. When I bought my house, I worked with an agent who was on top of the detail game. I mean, she sent me listings 2 days before. This is where we're going. This is the time that we'll be at each house. This is how much time you have in each house. I mean, she went way over the top and really worked hard for me, right? Perfect C's don't need an agent to spend time for chit chat, right? They're not interested in small talk. They won't even be charmed into action. They're not interested in charm at all. A C is going to be motivated to act when you provide enough data for them so that they can make an informed decision regarding their their real estate transaction. All right. And then a C is going to tend to ask a lot of questions throughout the transaction. So you, if you're working with the C, should be well prepared, well informed, and willing to give thorough explanations. Again, I just want to tell you, this is a rule of thumb. This is not an exact science when it comes to working with clients. Every now and then, a C personality will jump out of that and either be the high D personality, or there'll also be a high S personality, all right? So there's always that blend, and you just have to discern who it is you're working with in the moment. C-type questions are why questions, right? Why does it work this way? They want to know, why is the transaction going this way? Or why is this step needed? They're very analytical, and they're going to ask you why questions. And in case I missed it, I personalities ask who questions, right? Who is at the meeting? Another popular question you might hear is, who else uses this, right? They want to know about that. Or who else is looking at this house? When it comes to your high I personality questions. So what are the basic desires and needs? It's important to know this, because if we know it about ourselves, we'll know it about our clients that we're working with. High D personalities, right? They have the desire to be in control. They want to be the lead. Think of a lion, right? The lion is the king of the jungle. The same thing with high D personalities. They want to be at the top of the chain, if you will. They have emotional needs are this: loyalty, right? Appreciation. High D personalities love to be appreciated. It can happen in many ways. Maybe you need to send them a card. Maybe you send them a text how much you appreciate the opportunity to work with them and to serve them with all their real estate transactions, right? High D personalities and their emotional needs, they need credit for the work that they've done. And oftentimes, high D personalities will control by threats of anger, all right? Let's go to the I, the popular I. Of course, this is true about high I personalities. I's just want to have fun, right? That's what we do. We want to have fun. We want to have fun at work. We want to have fun at home. We want to have fun in everything we're doing. I was the kid in church. My mom made us, I have 10 siblings. We'd have to sit in front of my mom. And I was always the one that was cutting up and laughing at the most inappropriate times during church. And my mom would pull the back of my neck to let me know that's not appropriate in this time, but I still did it, right? So what are the emotional needs of those of us who are high I's? We have the emotional need for attention, right? We want to be seen. We want to be acknowledged. We love affection, acceptance, right? If you're working with a high I personality client, chances are they want a hug when you see them. They're going to be your friend, right? You're developing a relationship with them. They want acceptance. Another thing is we want approval. We want people to approve of us. And high I personalities, I told you this earlier in our as we started the workshop, we usually control with charm. Okay. So the peaceful S's. Let's look at the peaceful S's. What is their basic desire? They want everything to be peaceful. And their emotional needs are peace and quiet. They want those feelings of worth, of worthiness. They don't want to feel stress, so lack of stress. And they want that respect, right? And my screen is blocked. What's that last word, you guys?
It's controls by procrastination.
There we go. I said it earlier. They control with procrastination, right? So if you're pushing them for an answer, they're going to procrastinate until they feel like they have control again. All right. Let's look at the C, the perfect C's. They desire perfection, obviously, right? They're very detail-oriented people. So they desire to have perfection. Their emotional needs are this: sensitivity. Meaning they want sensitivity from everyone that they're interacting with. They want support. A high C personality has surrounded themselves with incredible support systems, and it's why they are so successful. They want some space, right? You don't have to be in their face all the time. You want to give them some space to think. They need some time to consider. They need some silence so that they can hear their own thoughts. And then they also will control by threat of moodiness. All right. So that's pretty interesting about your high C personalities. So let's talk about significance and certainty. The powerful D is driven by the need for significance and achievement. This is what drives them and who they are. Okay. The high I, again, is driven by the need for significance and recognition. So where the D is looking for achievement, right? They're goal-oriented. We talked about this at the very beginning of our workshop. They're very goal-oriented people, so they're looking to achieve something. Your high I's want recognition for those achievements. Your S's is driven by the need for certainty and relationships. They are all about cultivating and building relationship. And then your perfect C's are driven by the need for facts, right? You have certainty and facts. Your high D's are achievement. Your high I's are recognition. Your high S's are relationships. And your high C's are facts. All right? Any questions on that? Awesome, you guys. Well, I want to thank you for being a part of today's workshop and investing your time to be your best, which makes you the best agent for all of your clients, right? Again, my name is Ron Tolson. I am directly responsible for marketing and business development with the Versalino team at Goldwater Bank Mortgage Division. We would be honored to partner with you and your families who may be looking to buy a home right now. All you have to do is reach out to us here at Goldwater Bank Mortgage Division. We are right here in the heart of Phoenix, 40th Street in Camelback. And you can visit our website if you want to know more about who we are and what we do. Our website is phxhomeloan.com. And again, we would be honored to work with you and your clients. If there's anything that we can do to help you build your business, along with Michael and Sarah and Patty, we would all love to partner with you in helping you build your business and become the best at what you do and provide the greatest amount of value to all of your families and clients. Hey, thank you guys for the opportunity to work with you.
Thank you, Ron. Hey, real quick, can you just kind of talk? I know this was just like a brief summary of what D.I.S.C was, but can you just let everybody know like what type of classes you actually offer as far as the D.I.S.C goes, that the stuff that you were telling us at the beginning of the class?
Yeah, so we can do anything. If you want to get more in depth about the D.I.S.C assessment and learning more about who you are so that you know more about your clients, we'd be honored to partner with you. Here from our office, we can do a half-day training. We can do a whole day training. We also provide Google services for you. So if you're looking to optimize and grow your Google business listing, we would also be happy to provide that for you as a value add. We love to assist with video marketing. We have some top of the line equipment that helps us to provide video marketing to our families who are partnering with us, our real estate agents partnering with us, so that you can get the word out there about the things that you are providing to the marketplace in regards to real estate. Awesome. We'd just be awesome to partner with you in all of that. And if you're interested, reach out to Michael or Sarah or Patty, and we'll get something scheduled. If you are looking to do, a detailed analysis about motivators, discovering what motivates you, discovering what your emotional intelligence is, also able to do those workshops for you and help you cultivate your business and grow it.
Perfect. Thank you. I know I'm going to do it. So if anyone
Awesome.
wants to do it with me, that'd be great.
Let's do it. Let's do
Awesome.
it.
Well, thank you guys. Sarah, do you have anything?
Good. That was awesome, Ron. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you guys so much, and look forward to doing this more with you.
For sure. All right, everybody. Thank you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day, and reach out if you guys have any questions or would like to get anything scheduled.